same team colors with Toronto or Miami. This man gonna be wearing the same damn jersey.
Hey, it'd be good. It'd be good for his sneakers, man. His fits won't have to switch up that much. So,
All right, sweet. All right, guys, time to roll into some college football. So some action this weekend, man. Like I said, the next few weeks in college football until the end of the season is going to be heating up, man. You got all kinds of top 25 out of conference matchups and just several in conference matchups. But you look at the rankings right now, you still got UGA and Michigan at the top of the rankings. I'm not sure if y'all have their schedule pulled up, but man, do y'all see anybody in the near future knocking off Georgia or Michigan in this upcoming competition?
Not coming up.
Not coming up. I mean, I feel like Georgia could get their toe stubbed real quick, but at the same time, it still looks like easy pickings. They got Kentucky this weekend, I believe. Kentucky's 4-0. You know, Kentucky always plays them hard, but Kentucky never wins, though.
Auburn this weekend, right?
Oh, Auburn, right.
Good game. They got Auburn this weekend. So, and then the next following weekend's Kentucky.
Auburn's looking okay. They're looking okay.
What you saying? Michigan? Let's see who Michigan got, man. Honestly, man.
No, but it seemed like the top four teams are like tiers ahead of everybody else. Everybody else is like all scrambled up in this one group, like, you know, they banging. But then you got like Michigan, Georgia. What's Texas rank?
Texas is like number 5 right now. Texas is right there too. And
even Texas still feel like a tier below Georgia and Michigan. Like I don't see nobody touching. I don't see Georgia and Michigan losing any of the games. Like, I don't care who you call out. I don't see them losing those games. They bigger, faster. They got the experience, well coached. Like,
coaching too. Smart, Kirby Smart, and Harbaugh. Harbaugh only loses to Ohio State, and the past couple years he hasn't lost to Ohio State.
Yeah, those are all W's coming up. So, yeah.
So I'm looking at Michigan
game. We already know who is it going to be.
So I'm looking at Michigan's schedule right now. They got Nebraska coming up, Minnesota, Indiana, Michigan State, Purdue. They have Penn State. Penn State is number 6 right now, playing tough. Yeah, they're playing at Penn State. Yeah. That could be a trap game. We got Maryland, and of course, you got the rivalry of Ohio State University. So that one's gonna be it right there. Whoever loses that game is getting bounced out. But for what it's looking like, this could be Jim. Is it Jim or John? Jim is in the college, right?
Yeah,
Jim is in college.
Right. It's so easy to get that mixed up, bro. Oh my gosh. Like Joey and Nick Bosa. It'd be like, let's go, Joey. Oh, no, it's the 49ers. That's Nick. Okay. So what else we got? So the Pac-12, man. Dude, the Pac-12, they've always been a fun conference to watch, and they've had some strong teams. They have some fake strong teams. You know, they get to the top dogs, Georgia, Bama, and they get blown away like the big bad wolf. Like we see numerous times, but the Pac-12 is banging. I mean, you could argue they have like 5 to 6 of the top quarterbacks in the nation. As of last week, they had 8 top 25 teams. Now they have 6, but it's like a self-slaughtering thing, you know? So you had okay, I'm going to say this one second. So you had number 14, Utah, knock off UCLA. And, of course, let's go ahead and roll into this one, guys. Yeah, Oregon stomping out primetime Colorado Buffaloes 40-6, man. Dude, they came into this game so hype, bro. Like, do y'all feel this is what the program needed, man? Or
what Colorado needed or what Oregon needed?
Colorado, both.
I mean, honestly, both, man. I mean, if you look at Colorado, they're ahead of schedule, right? They won
Mm-hmm.
one game last season. They've already won 3. So yeah,
they beat TCU.
They beat TCU.
Yeah.
And they look great against other competition. But then you have to remember, Oregon is on a whole nother level right now. Bo Nix already came from the SEC, was already he's a Heisman candidate quarterback, so it's not the same thing as playing Nebraska right now. Whenever you're stepping up and you're playing the Oregon Ducks team that is still looking at trying to get into the national championship spotlight again. So it's a little different from playing TCU or playing Nebraska. But I mean, it should be a place to humble them and get them back to winning. So hopefully Coach Prime can use that as motivation. But man, shout out to the Oregon Ducks, man. Always in the uniforms too, by the way. They always had the flyest packages, man.
Let's be honest. That's really why everybody messed with Oregon.
Bro, that
what am wearing?
And their play style, man, it's like they came out of here with that up-tempo play style, just dropping points. It's And I remember they used to, I'm not sure what they do, but the mascot would do push-ups for every touchdown.
Yeah.
And it was one season, bro. It was like 10, 11, 12 years ago. The Duck did like 500, 400 and something push-ups for the season. But yeah, and then like you said, with the uniforms, dude, oh my gosh. But but it's the Nike, the CEO of Nike is an alumni, right? And is that the headquarters of Nike in Oregon? Okay.
So they are. He went to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
So Phil Knight went there. So they always have the best shoes, best facilities.
That facility is crazy. I remember looking at that some years ago. That thing is crazy, bro. They have a barbershop in there. But other than that, it's so nice. Dude, I would like to do that. Just
Colorado. I mean, you mentioned it, Jay. I think we was watching this game. Their defense has been a little skeptical all year, anyway.
Yeah.
Even going into that game. So
it was like, how the hell are they going to stop? It was like, how the hell are they going to stop Oregon's offense?
Yeah, but it looked like Oregon was just like top to bottom, just better. Like they had better players who were just faster, bigger.
Yeah.
So it was a humble experience for Colorado, but you need that to be successful. You need those failures, those losses, in your heart and in your resume, even for Coach Prime. So yeah, expect Colorado to bounce back, but shout out to Oregon. That's what it's about. They was probably pumped up just to play Coach Prime in Colorado, and Oregon, the coach, he had them pumped up. So it was good for the game. It was good for the game.
The yardage differential, Colorado had 199 yards and Oregon had 522. Time of possession, 25 minutes to 35 minutes. I mean, it was
shut down.
It was just a beat down, man.
Beat down, shut down. Good old fashioned kicking.
You quoting Dion. But nah, it's good for the sport.
Exactly.
Colorado, they got a big dog coming to town next week, and I don't think they'll be able to stop them on defense neither.
USC.
Yeah.
You know what? It'll be good to see if they can bounce back being at home against a top ranked
team. That'd
be
major if they, you know what I'm saying? That'd be major to bounce back on that. But one more thing on this, it's also Coach Prime first year for this. So, you know what I'm saying? Imagine more years, more players are gonna want to go and play for Colorado because he's there. Imagine Shadir stay there another year. Some of those players stay another year, another 2 years. So we got Colorado being good for another, 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
Seriously. So this
is off the way the first year with all this hype.
And then you got Travis Hunter. People aren't talking about Hunter's being out. So I mean, he's arguably your best player on offense and defense. So
yeah, you can tell Shadir is that target.
So I mean, it is what it is, man. It'll be interesting to see how they bounce back against like a great USC team, and it'll be a good measuring stick for USC to see if they are actually as good as they're saying, and then we'll see how Colorado deals with a loss. I mean, most teams in college football don't go undefeated, so it'll be
Mhm.
good to see how they bounce back.
Mhm.
And most
Yeah. I,
coaches, when they
say
get
what?
that, well, they come back with, you know what I'm saying, with a W. Most of
I,
the time, well coached
man,
teams, that's a trend.
I just hope they can just bang with USC. I'll be honest. I'm definitely not expecting to win.
Me either.
I just hope this could be at least like a tough loss. You know what I'm
A
saying?
competitive game. I just want a
Mhm.
competitive game.
Hmm.
All right.
Not
So
Competitive
enough.
FSU Clemson game, right?
yeah, dude. They always play them tough. So I was watching that a little bit. They went to overtime. I remember FSU got the touchdown, and what happened? The quarterback Cade, he whiffed the last pass in OT, or did it get picked off?
He whiffed it, and they had opportunity to win. Clemson had an opportunity to win, but they have a terrible kicker. Like that's why kicking games is so important. I guess he wasn't even on the team. They pulled him up out of like grad school or something, to be their kicker. Like he was
Hey,
struggling on
bro.
extra
It'd
points.
be like that, bro. Like especially with kickers. Who is it? The Cowboys or the Patriots kicker was a soccer player. Like there's an NFL kicker that just came out of from a soccer league. I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
Shout out to him for getting his money, man. But you can't
yeah,
win
for
games
sure.
like that, man. You cannot win games like that. So I mean, FSU escaped; they're still undefeated.
Yeah,
So
the top of the AFC ACC right now. So who knows? But that ACC is on a collision course too. I think who has to play Duke? It might be Notre Dame that I
Notre
saw
Dame
that
is
place
playing
it.
Duke. Yeah,
Notre
college
Dame is
game day is
playing
going to
Duke.
be at Duke this weekend. So
Oh man, now that game right there
that's not
is I I don't know what to expect from that game because I still feel like I really don't know what Duke is. You know what I'm saying? Like they
yeah.
took out Clemson, but like what really is Duke? Are they really serious about football this year? And you got North Carolina in the mix. You know what I'm saying? It's oh my gosh, there's gonna be so many good games on the slate for the ACC too coming up.
yeah. So I mean, hopefully Notre Dame beats Duke. Um, hopefully Notre
I
Dame
think
bounce back and beat Duke.
But let's go into Notre Dame real quick. Touch this. So what was the final score of that game? They lost what 19-16?
Let's
Looking for that,
see.
Jane.
Tight
I'm on the wrong.
game. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame 17-14 to Ohio State. They lost. So run us by that last sequence, Darnell.
So Ohio State takes the field. Notre Dame lines up for defense with 10 players. 3 seconds left in the game. So
yeah.
Coach Freeman does not take a penalty to get his extra player out on the field, and Ohio State ends up scoring. Um, in a game where Notre Dame actually outplayed Ohio State. The better
Jeez.
team did not win this week, and I feel bad for Coach Freeman, but that decision cost his team. Like he should have taken a penalty, and that was not the only other play during the last sequence of the game where he didn't have full 11 players out in the field. So this is a
Jeez.
learning experience. He's been a coach for 2 years for Notre Dame, but he also took the ball out of Sam Hartman's hands too much in that game, man, especially in the first half. And then second half, once he started letting them cook, then they actually started moving the ball a lot better. So hopefully Notre Dame, I'm not a big Notre Dame fan, but I mean, I got to give love to Coach Freeman, trying to keep that program relevant and get them back to where they used to be. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully they can roll into Duke and beat down the Blue Devils this weekend, man. Just off the strength of loving the Tar Heels. So
Yes, sir. Oh,
he
yeah. Sure enough, man. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. College football is gonna be. It's finna be great. So some top 25 matchups we got coming up this weekend. Utah, 10 Utah at 19 Oregon State. 24 Kansas at number 3 Texas. Can't sleep on that one. 13 LSU at number 20 Ole Miss. 11 Notre Dame. 17 Duke. And that's it for the top 25 matchups. All right. Well, fellas, you know what time it is.